partial pressure of the capillaries in the blood 50 to 80 mm Hg, partial pressure in tissues 30 to 50 mm Hg, the partial pressure of the oxygen in the mitochondria is 10 to 20 mm Hg. The factors affecting the oxygenation at various levels in the oxygen cascade. The inspired oxygen is affected by the barometric pressure or atmospheric pressure, and oxygen concentration. The fraction of inspired oxygen may affect the inspired oxygen partial pressure. So the alveolar partial pressure of the oxygen is affected by the oxygen consumption and alveolar ventilation, whereas the arterial blood pressure, partial pressure of the arterial blood of the oxygen is affected by the dead space ventilation, shunt decreased, or the cellular partial pressure of the oxygen is affected by the cardiac output and hemoglobin concentration. There are 5 types of hypoxia which is being observed in the animals. Atmospheric hypoxia, which is known as a hypoxic hypoxia, or it is also known as a hypotonic hypoxia. The second category, which is also the starts from lungs to blood, when there is a binding carrying of the oxygen is reduced, that is hypoventilation, hypoxia, or hemic or hematogenous hypoxia. When there is any problem with the circulatory system, embolism, shock, or such type of conditions may arise that may cause anemic hypoxia or a circulatory hypoxia. So the stagnant or ischemic hypoxia is one of the category of a hypoxia. Histotoxic or cytotoxic hypoxia. These are the 5 categories of a hypoxia or 5 types of a hypoxia. When the hypoxia arises from air to lungs, that is known as a hypotonic hypoxia. When the blood do not bind the oxygen from a lung to carry to supply to the circulation, that may have to cause a hemic hypoxia, and the blood may circulate the oxygen or supply the oxygen, transport the oxygen from the lungs to the tissues. After binding everything, then it is known as a circulatory hypoxia. When the oxygen is not utilized by the tissues and metabolism or a cellular respiration may not take place, that is known as a histogenous hypoxia. Hypotonic hypoxia is characterized by the decrease of the partial pressure of the oxygen in the environment, that is below 60 mm Hg, also known as a hypoxic hypoxia. The etiology and mechanism of the hypoxic hypoxia is decreased oxygen level of inspired air, hypoventilation, diffusion abnormality, venous to arterial shunt, tetralogy of Fallot. Mostly the animals living on a high altitude or a zero altitude, they receive the air partial pressure. At a zero altitude, they are receiving the oxygen or air at 150, mmHg, which has to produce the partial pressure in the blood, arterial blood of the oxygen, that is 100, and definitely it will produce up to a 95 or 100% saturation. When the animals or the human beings living up to a 3 kilometers high altitude, then the air partial pressure of the oxygen in the air will be 110 mmHg, which may result in the partial pressure, arterial partial pressure of the oxygen up to 62 mmHg, and that will achieve the 90% of the saturation in the body, which may develop or which may not develop the respiratory disturbance symptoms. The peoples or the animals which are living on a high altitude, which is above 5 kilometers, that may have to receive the 85 mmHg partial pressure of the oxygen in the air, which may have to attain the arterial partial pressure of the oxygen up to 45 mmHg, which has to saturate the blood up to 75%. And almost all the animals and all the human beings may have respiratory disturbance symptoms. The peoples or animals who are living 8 kilometers away from on the high altitude that has 58 mmHg partial pressure of the oxygen in the air, they will attain the partial pressure of the arterial partial pressure of the oxygen up to 30 mmHg, which may cause which may result in the saturation of the oxygen up to 58%. Mostly animals or human beings die when they are living in such a condition, or when they are attaining such a condition where the atmospheric pressure of the oxygen is 58, whether it is a suffocated area, whether it is a high altitude, that will cause the death in the human being or animals. A venous to arterial shunt, the tetralogy of a pellet, that is due to the shunt or a defect in the intraventricular septum that has to allow the deoxygenated blood to the oxygenated blood, which is mixing it, that will reduce the partial pressure of the oxygen in the blood, and definitely it will increase the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide in the blood, that will cause the hemic hypoxia. The reference to decrease the quantity of oxygen in the blood altered the affinity of a hemoglobin for oxygen, also called hematogenous or isotonic hypoxia. Mostly the hemoglobin does not carry the oxygen due to the quantity of the hemoglobin, that might be due to anemia or due to a destruction or hypovolemia, that may have to lead towards the hypoxia. So the quality of the hemoglobin may be changed, which may have to decrease the binding capacity of the hemoglobin with the oxygen, that might be observed in the carbon monoxide poisoning. Mostly it forms the carboxyhemoglobin, that is reducing the capacity or capability of the oxygen to bind there, because the hemoglobin is already occupied by the carbon monoxide. Whenever the fetus causing a poisoning, methemoglobin, that is also one of the category to cause the hypoxia. Hemoglobin, when attached with the carbon monoxide, that produce carbon monoxide, which helps to reduce the 2 to 3 diphosphate glyceride, and it will release the oxygen and decreases the oxygen level in the arterial blood pressure. So whenever the hemoglobin do not occupy by the carbon monoxide, it will not having a carrying capability of the oxygen. And likewise, the methemoglobinemia that will be produced by the ferrous instead of iron, the ferrous having a +2 power, whereas when it attaches with the nitrate, that has increased the power of the ferrous, that is causing and producing methemoglobinemia in the animals or human beings. Circulatory hypoxia refers to inadequate blood flow leading to inadequate oxygen of the tissues, also called hypokinetic hypoxia. Etiology and mechanism: system circulation obstacle that might be produced by the shock, or local circular obstacles like a left heart failure, thrombosis, or arterial stenosis. So tissue congestion or tissue ischemia may cause the circulatory hypoxia. Hystrogenic hypoxia, that is, even though the amount of the oxygen delivered to the tissues is adequate, but the tissues cannot make use of the oxygen supply to them, also called deoxidative hypoxia. Causes of heterogeneous hypoxia: mitochondrial injury, cyanide poisoning or cyanide radiation, bacterial toxins, or oxygen-free radical. Inhibits the function of the mitochondria. Deficiency of vitamin B or PPP coenzymes required for oxidative phosphorylation. If they are deficient, they will also cause a heterogeneous hypoxia. The changes of a blood oxygen parameters in a different type of hypoxia. Hypotonic hypoxia will be observed with the reduced the partial pressure of the oxygen, but the contents of maximum contents of the oxygen will be normal. The contents in the arterial blood of the oxygen will be reduced. Saturation of the oxygen will be reduced. The difference arteriovenous oxygen will be reduced. In the hemic hypoxia, the partial pressure of the blood will remain normal. Concentration of the oxygen will be reduced. Concentration of the oxygen in the arterial blood will be reduced. The saturation of the oxygen will be normal. The difference between arteriovenous oxygen will be reduced. In the circulatory hypoxia, the partial pressure of the arterial blood of the oxygen will be normal. Contents of the oxygen will be normal. The contents of the arterial oxygen will be normal. Saturation of the oxygen will be normal, whereas the difference of the arteriovenous oxygen will be increased. Heterogeneous hypoxia may be observed with the following parameters: that the partial pressure of the oxygen will be normal. The maximum contents of the oxygen will be normal. The contents of the arterial blood of the oxygen is normal. Saturation of arterial blood is normal, but the difference between the arteriovenous blood oxygen is low. The parameters for evaluation of hypoxia is the partial pressure of the oxygen, the oxygen binding capacity, maximum oxygen binding capacity, or the contents of the maximum contents of the oxygen present are attached with the hemoglobin. The blood oxygen contents, the oxygen saturation, difference in the ratio venous oxygen. The partial pressure of the oxygen is known as a tension produced by the oxygen molecules physically dissolved in plasma. A normal partial pressure of oxygen is 80 to 110 mmHg. 100 mmHg is 13.3 kilo partial pressure. The partial pressure of the venous of the oxygen is 37 to 40 mmHg. 40 mmHg is the range average that will produce the 5.32 kilo partial pressure. 1 kilo partial pressure is equal to a 7.5 mmHg. The fraction percentage of inspired oxygen, the normal fraction percentage of oxygen is 21%, that is equal to 0.21. Pulmonary function, ventilation problem, obstruction of the air, exchange diffusion problem, edema or inflammation of the lungs, venous to arterial shortcut may have to cause that one. The contents of the oxygen binding capacity. Oxygen binding capacity of the hemoglobin when fully oxygenated, the maximal amount of the oxygen that could be bound by hemoglobin, the ability of the hemoglobin to carry the oxygen. Mostly the 20 ml per del is the capacity of the hemoglobin in a normal altitude, 1.34 into 15, affected by the quantity and the quality of hemoglobin. The content, oxygen content, the oxygen that is actually bound to hemoglobin plus 3 oxygen is 0.3 ml per del, sealed out from air. Normal value of calcium of oxygen contents, arterial oxygen content is 19 ml per del, whereas the venous oxygen contents are 14 ml per del. Determine the partial pressure of oxygen or the capacity of binding of oxygen with hemoglobin can be determined by the percentage of hemoglobin present as oxygenated hemoglobin, that is the saturation of oxygen, the contents of the oxygen divided by the capacity of the oxygen binding into 100. This will be the normal value of the saturation of the oxygen is 93 to 98%. The saturation venous oxygen is 70 to 75%. The partial pressure of the oxygen can be determined the saturation of the oxygen and the partial pressure of the oxygen produces the oxygen dissociation curve. Mostly the oxygen dissociation curve is affected by the pH, temperature, partial pressure of the oxygen. 2,3 diphosphate glyceride, contents of the oxygen, the oxygen binding capacity, and as well as multiplied by the saturation of the oxygen equal to into 100. So this is the way that how to oxygen dissociation curve may have to be obtained. The curve shift to the left if the hydrogen ions are reduced, hydrogen concentration is reduced in the blood, carbon dioxide is reduced in the blood, 2 to 3 diphosphate glycerate is reduced or temperature is reduced. This curve has to shift towards the right if the hydrogen ion concentration increased, if the carbon dioxide increased, 2 to 3 diphosphate glyceride increased and temperature increased. So the partial pressure will be at lower side, and if it is increased, if it is decreased, then the partial pressure will be at the higher side. So saturation will be increased. Whenever the hydrogen ions decrease, carbon dioxide decrease, temperature decrease, and diphosphate glycerate decrease, it will increase the saturation and it will also increase the partial pressure. So the hydrogen ions when increased, when the carbon dioxide increased in the body and diphosphate glyceride is increased and temperature increased, that will reduce the partial pressure of the oxygen and saturation of the arterial blood. So the difference in arteriovenous oxygen content is reflecting the tissue oxygen usage, the function of internal respiration. Mostly the difference of arterioventral oxygen is equal to a contents of the oxygen, blood oxygen in the arterial blood oxygen, the contents in the arterial blood of the oxygen minus the contents of the venous blood of the oxygen. Mostly the 19 mm per del is the arterial venous oxygen pressure. Whenever the contents of the in the venous is 14 ml per del. When we will deduct the 14 from a 19, there will be the difference of a 5 ml per del. So mostly if it is increasing, then it shows there is a defect. The factors affecting the difference of arteriovenous oxygen, that is the partial pressure of the oxygen, speed of blood flow or a blood pressure of the blood, metabolic rate or hemoglobin binding affinity. The oxygen therapy, the main goal of oxygen therapy is correcting the hypoxemia by raising the alveolar and blood levels of oxygen. Easiest objective to attain and measure is decreasing the symptoms of hypoxemia. Supplemental oxygen can help relieve the symptoms of hypoxia, lessen the dyspnea, work of breathing, and improve mental function. There are three basic ways to assess the need of oxygen therapy. One is the laboratory measures, invasive or non-invasive, to evaluate the partial pressure of the oxygen in the alveoli, partial pressure of the oxygen in the arterial blood, saturation of the oxygen, or capillary refill oxygen, the peripheral saturation of the oxygen. Clinical problem or a condition, post-operative patients, pneumonia, atelectasis, pulmonary edema. Symptoms of hypoxia. There might be the tachycardia, there might be a tachypnea, there might be a hypertension, there might be the cyanosis, dyspnea, disorientation, clubbing. Mostly the indications for oxygen therapy are arterial partial pressure, which might be below the 60 mmHg, or saturation which may be below the 90%. So the cardiac or respiratory arrest may needed oxygen therapy, respiratory failure needed the oxygen therapy, cardiac failure or myocardial infarction needed oxygen therapy, shock of any cause, hypovolemic shock or neurogenic shock needed oxygen therapy. Increased metabolic demands like burn patients or multiple injuries having a severe sepsis, they needed oxygen therapy. Post-operative state, mostly the animals which are operated they needed oxygen therapy. Carbon monoxide poisoning animals or the human beings needed the oxygen therapy. Mostly we are providing the oxygen therapy by the nasal prongs or a nasal cannula. The simple face mask or venturi mask, a non-breathing mask with a reservoir mask can give us oxygen therapy. Pathophysiology basis of prevention and treatment, eliminating causes of oxygen therapy or increase the concentration of oxygen, usually not exceeding 60% of a oxygen, that is the fraction inspired oxygen may be 0.6. Increase the pressure of the oxygen not exceeding 3 atmosphere pressure. Oxygen therapy, all patients with hypoxia can be treated with inhalation of oxygen, but the efficiency is quite different to every type of hypoxia. Effectiveness of oxygen therapy, that the best result may be achieved of oxygen therapy in the hypotonic hypoxia, whereas the worst result may be achieved with the exogenous hypoxia. Thank you very much. This lecture is being given to demonstrate the hypoxia, and mostly in the today's world, the most of the peoples are dying due to a silent hypoxia due to COVID-19. Mostly the patients of COVID-19 which are being given oxygen therapy by ventilators, they are suffering with a silent hypoxia, and they are suffering with a stagnant, or they are suffering with the hypoxemia, and they mostly do not give a better response to oxygen therapy. Thank you very much. So